based on all the information that I gave AST, they have told me right up until like a day and a half ago that my shares would be registered under those terms of it going into a private company, and that my broker would send over all the information, and that eventually I'd be able to call them and see that I am now an AST customer. So when you call AST, you should be able to plug in your social security number, and that should pull up your shares. That's not the way it's working. And now AST has told me that all brokerages are in charge of their own NextBridge shares, which leaves it impossible to have an accountant of how many shares are actually out there. I mean, it don't take a rocket scientist to figure that if there's no central location for all the shares to go to, then none of these shares are registered. They can't be registered by the broker. But I think this is a new thing they came up with because a lot of us were calling the DTCC and AST, you know, trying to get a case number, and they caught on to that pretty darn quick, because most people said that they were being refused a case number, which is illegal for your broker to do. There's a lot of illegal things going on here, which I will provide you all lists pretty soon. I'm sure that you've looked up some lists. I'm trying to create and compose more of a complete list of all the laws that have been broken here. It's just ridiculous. I also have, I'll be posting all my videos on YouTube, but for anyone that wants to go that extra step, I have started a Patreon group, I guess you could call it. If you would like to join my Patreon, I will leave details in the link there when you push that little button that says show more. I'm not expecting a whole lot, but it would be nice to get a little army together. Might have a war to fight here. Not quite sure yet. I'm really hoping for the best and praying for the best, because as we all know, lawsuits take forever and they don't benefit anyone but the attorneys. And I think everyone involved knows that, but there's so many things, there's so many groups involved now. You got FINRA, AST, DTCC, dozens, if not hundreds of brokerages. And everybody keeps passing the buck over to the next person. Nobody's willing to accept responsibility. And now they're trying to tell us that these shares that have the wrong CUSIP number, well, all different CUSIP numbers are the same. There has to be an accountant of what's going on here. This isn't just, they can't believe for a second this is just going to go away and everyone's going to look the other way. You know, even if somehow they come up with a fair amount of money to give us, which is impossible, because as y'all know, they stole an opportunity from us that unless they open up the gray market, is never coming back, which could have made the shares absolutely ridiculous. There's other comparisons out there that show this might have gone to $2,500 based upon something that recently happened, which also created a freeze. Alright, if you would, pass the word on as usual, hit the like button, and if you're interested, go in the little information thing there and join my Patreon. Thank you. You have a good one.